the bottom 2v2 because then you can set up really nice ganks. But on blue side, Trundle pick can be quite strong too, but they'll go with the Xin Zhao versus the Jinx we kind of knew was coming here once the Aphelios was banned. And the one that I thought was stronger, considering there is a lot of pick potential with this Ahri. Ahri Jinx Viego, which is one that we've seen a lot in the past. So powerful to get Jinx empowered in the early part of a team fight where she could pop off. You already have Gnar for peel.
And the Lee Sin for the kick as well. I mean, you can deliver someone like Renata, for example, although you'd have to wait until after the Fade Skull has come off cooldown. But there is so too. But we'll see how it goes as we hop onto the Rift for the deciding game of the series. HANWHA fans not extraordinarily loud as we load up game number 3, but T1 fans generally outweigh any other fan of any other team here in the LCK. So an honorable mention that they get from the fan chants. As FAKER's Corki into Karras' Ahri, which he's played a bunch but hasn't found very much success on whatsoever. It's felt like a little bit of a trap, but it's just that pick that we see so many people taking into the Corki, and we'll see whether Karras can show us why.
Karras' landing phases have been pretty good on the Ahri. It's just setting up for later fights and picks and turning the comp into a usable one instead of a laning champion here, which is what Ahri's strength is really, is outside of laning, that he hasn't found the same amount of success with.
Well, OnFleek is going to take too much damage here. Yeah, that's a lot. So now he's going to have to start off his blue buff with a bit of help from the Tahm Kench.
Yeah, I think if there's one more auto there onto him, then Faker Flash kills him.
Yeah.
And, like, actually that is possibly the end of the game. Luckily, he survives here. We'll be able to smite himself back up to health.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Was a little bit concerned for a second.
Yeah, a little bit worrying for a moment. We'll see how OnFleek's going.
Back first.
Yeah. Meanwhile, here on the bottom side, another handshake comes in. Shawnee's going to just die.
First blood.
That's first blood once again. I've seen this before, Wolf.
Second, first blood. Looks like
first,
the Hobbits.
Second blood.
Where's my second? Where's my second breakfast?
11sies.
Do I get to chrono boat break the whole day?
Chrono boat? What is a chrono boat, Wolf?
I just want to chrono break my whole day. We're different. Probably won't get as big as it did last time around with OnFleek's failed gank attempt, but. Let's wait and see as T1 will get the first Drake now.
Yep. Carrier going to help out Ona. Checking out the summon spells. Some of the ghost that's down here, but Dudu without flash, Karras without flash, and Chani without flash. A lot of options here as this game goes on. As you can see, Gumyushi 1v2 having a good time in this lane. And Ona selects Karras as his first potential victim. But dashing forward, Charm is going to miss. T1 just wanting to get a shove here. They will be able to do so. There's a flash forward into the knockup. Valkyrie comes in as well as Ona is just dashing after Karras. He'll grab it with the W. And OnFleek is now left to deal with this wave.
Yeah, just a lot of extra burst damage here. Ona was ready for that. Flash comes through, and unfortunately Karras, knowing that Karras is flashless, there's nothing Karras could do here as long as they flash onto it. And OnFleek, I don't know if you want to taxi onto that one.
Yeah, well, I mean, Resonating Strike could have got the steal there. He would have died, but still.
Yeah, he's off the pressure here. But this game was mostly about this bottom 2v2 still. Let's see how this one goes this time.
Oh, the flash tongue lash not going to land, but the kick is. And now Chani in melee range with Gumyushi's going to try and get him, but he's not going to be able to. The flash and the pierce for the extra distance. Yes, he uses all of his skills and his summoner spells, but yeah, that was a 1v3 that I think he probably should have died in.
Yep, no, 100%. And now HANWHA Esports coming up with another air ball here in the bottom gank from OnFleek as he flash kicks for this. So it's summoners traded. It's not like, you know, this is a disaster for Gumyushi. He's actually going to get one back himself. And, well, you know, the game state is not as bad for HANWHA Esports here, but we've kind of come to a similar conclusion. As owner is once again.
Yeah, well, this is real rough as he's going to get interrupted halfway through the safeguard, and that's going to mean he's not very safe, Wolf. Dudu as well might be in trouble also as he, oh my god, the Wind Becomes Lightning is going to be there. Audacious Charge, not quite off cooldown.
Yeah, just a second or two away, and still Dudu survives here, but at the cost of losing his jungler again, who's 2 levels down.
Yeah,
this is 6
jungle domination right here.
So, I mean, the truth of the matter is that if we go back to, if we go back to our previous iteration of this game,
yeah,
the lead that Owner had was not really about that smite, actually, in any way. It gave him an extra edge, but at the end of the day, he had the invade set up there with the prio top side with the lead he had previously, and so in a new iteration, it's going to continue. He's going to continue to take those camps away and further that lead.
In this version of the universe, do you think that Benedict, Dudu's dead?
Yeah, well, that's what happens when we replay Purgatory sometimes, but we had to show the sick plays where Gumusi just gets over the wall there after Chompers and Abyssal are all a little bit disjointed there with the flash kick set up. And Karus can take a lot of damage. Package is ready. Faker wants to help deny this. There's no one else here, however.
He's just by himself throwing rockets out. No one's really doing anything to answer. He'll eat the honey fruit, and it belongs to him as he packages back to the lane.
It's a zoning package. It's just saying you have to walk back to lane the long way, Karus. I'm going to crash this mini wave in. Faker got a plate. He might actually get a second one.
That's true. It's because he's a corky.
Yeah, it's 6 to 8, and he's knocked up mid-dash there. That's that.
Yeah, it is. It's all too easy.
As this is the one we missed.
Yeah, so...
It's just a jungle versus top lane 1v1 as he flashes for this.
Oh my god.
That was definitely not a fight Dudu should have been messing around with.
I mean, Owner is the same level as Dudu.
Yeah. And that's... Like, that goes 2 levels deep on both counts. Like, Dudu's not been having a great time, but also Owner's been having a fantastic one. And
well, this time it might be the man advantage for HANWHA Life that will get him out of here as he's pushed back towards Chani. Okay, there's the ulti, and they single out the Jinx. She gets devoured, but I don't know whether it's going to be enough. Owner somehow still alive here as well as OnFleek gets knocked up. How the heck did he live for so long? Karras is going to have his charm flashed by Faker. That looked real sexy, but he is going to be able to flash away himself.
Okay, so Crescent Guard, by the way, just to add one layer of craziness, Crescent Guard was at like 3 seconds cooldown right before this, and as he goes down to like 2% health, he gets it, pops it, and then survives for so long. Is still on cooldown from that last kill he got on the top side of the map. And he does die here in the end, but it's a huge win for T1 in the exchange, which is going to allow Faker to now grab...
And yeah, the siege is danger. Owner going to get to work on Shirley.
So if anyone hasn't taken a peek just yet at the item difference between Guma and Chani right now.
Oh my god.
If you're a HANWHA fan, probably just keep it that way. Okay, as I say this, he does pick up his Kraken Slayer, but the lead is real.
It is. Dudu's going to find a Nah into Zeus, who's not as immune as he wants to be, and they pick up that kill as the turret falls down on the bottom side. Nicely done there. So HANWHA Life's top side still been pretty good.
Yeah, which snowballed across the map, but then the Kalista Renata picks into a Jinx. Tom Kent, they kind of funneled HANWHA Life Esports into. They're crushing it there. Mid lane, Faker got all plates as a Corki into the Ahri, got the whole turret. T1 are just kind of outplaying in every metric in every part of the game. And this is after their flow was interrupted. They had to, of course, come into this new Chrono Broken game. And then they're just like, well, yeah, we don't have an extra smite.
Fixed. It was Chrono fixed, Wolf. Okay, it was broken first.
There you go.
Come on.
And
you may as well just use the Rift Herald to take an inner turret. And that's what they're going to do. Rift Herald pretends to be a Krug for a moment.
Faker's got package. He's like, if anyone wants to defend this, please try, be my guest.
Yeah. And yeah, T1 are sieging inner turrets right now. Dudu is a very long way away from this, as Shirley will be able to get this one. Carrier avoids the tongue lash. Vista hasn't found too many of those as Karras is fighting against Faker. Lands a very nice charm, but the Valkyrie is still going to be there. As there's the flash mini stun into the wall. And OnFleek is going to punish Faker for his overextension.
Yeah, that was a very greedy move there from Faker, as if that charm doesn't hit, he probably gets away, but he Valkyried into Karras to try to get that extra damage there, so didn't, of course, package Valkyried in, so didn't have his Valkyrie, of course, available once the follow-up from the charm came through. So Faker cleansed this as well in this game, because didn't feel like he needed
to check out this play the Faker made. He delivered a package to Karras, and Karras was very charming.
So he went behind Karras here, and then of course the Everfrost
was great.
Yeah, the Everfrost connects in the center. Faker takes a turret shot, and then doesn't have Valkyrie, of course. OnFleek flashes to kill him to guarantee it. So a lot of extra money in his pocket. but it's not going to affect the overall game state too much.
Or at all, perhaps.
Yeah, not much. Not really, even slightly. Unfortunately, we are in that big of a gap.
Yeah, and then know that the Star Guardian storyline was navigating through like different dimensions, Wolf. Like, this week's gonna be crazy.
It's like actually suddenly one of the like TCL Turkish players appears and
Yeah,
like Honey
yeah,
is
like-
actually trapped in Turkey. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my god, where are we?
It's like BRTT just appears in the game somehow. As we've got a Baron that started, as Dudu goes down to half health, as he teleports in, Super Mega Death Rocket. It's going to be the steal for OnFleek. He gets redemption. Immediately he's going to die. Is now HANWHA alive. They'll back away and say thanks for the purple buff.
Yep. Well, I mean, T1, they backed away, they got some prior, they grouped up, but did not have enough to secure what became a flip here of the Baron. But the power play number is not going to be very high or necessarily in the positive integers.
Right now it is.
Yeah, for a little while. It was up at 1,300. That's probably going to be the peak of it because T1 are going to continue to push around the map. Hextech Soul Point is on the cards now.
Yep. Wait, no, it's Ocean Soul, isn't it?
Really pauses the game. He's like, I need to go to the bathroom.
I just can't hold it. As Owner is going to steal away a blue buff and just stand here refusing to flash, and he doesn't really need to, as he's just going to be able to brute force his way out of this one. Faker lying in wait as well. And yeah, that's
the reality I want to live in for the rest of this game.
He's now 50 CS in the lead. He's got 3 completed items in comparison to the 2 that Chani has. Yeah, Gumushi is Jake.
On Summoner's Rift in this Game 3 of Professional League of Legends match,
Yes.
where the objective is going to be fought over, because we don't have the Drake timer. I think it's like probably 2 minutes away or so.
Yep.
And I think T1 might just group up faster for the Baron before that happens. They actually have so much damage and turn, and I don't think HANWHA could even, like, HANWHA can't be anywhere near the Drake pit to fight. I mean, OnFleek gets another Miracle Steal, and the parallel universes continue. Someone solo queue games, Baron just despawns.
It gets summoned in here. As we got 1 minute until the Ocean is back
There
up
it
again.
is.
We got the actual, like, the true spectator experience here. Beautiful stuff. Pretty synchronized in the Baron and the Soul.
Yeah.
As Baron's going to be up for about 10 seconds before the Soul is going to join it.
Yeah, it's HANWHA Esports only have one more shot at the first step of like 10 steps they will need to have a comeback win here, but
Yep.
they will get one fight.
One of those steps involves miracle must happen.
Yeah, possibly multi-sided, like it could happen, it could occur in a world, and this could be that world, but it doesn't seem likely.
Oh my, especially when the Jinx is just like dead before the fight happens.
She is not excited.
No, unenthused, whelmed, positively whelmed.
Yeah. It was like,
yeah.
T1 had such a control over the map that HANWHA Esports couldn't cross-map either, really, here, and they don't have the damage to do this Baron, as Faker is just going to go for it.
Yeah, just going to give OnFleek his package. Vista gets a ward in, and OnFleek may just die, as there's the Flame Chompers. Charm connects as well, as Owner's going to dive on over. There's the hostile takeover as GA was completed. This was all just part of the plan, as Faker Valkyries to get himself away. Vista gets into the Baron pit, but that's not part of the fight that we want to be looking at, as OnFleek's going to go down, and Zeus, he has his scissors out, he's running in the hallway, and he's destroying people, as Dudu he was in the bottom lane.
Dude was just trying to reach 88 miles per hour, man. He's trying to go to another reality. He's trying to go back to 20 minutes prior.
No.
He's trying to go back to before that
What
second
number
spike.
was on the dashboard, Wolf? I don't even know.
Oh, I think he was around 80, man. He had his Narbar at least. He was going to be going back in time with a full bar and some extra items they don't have back there at 7 minutes in.
Oh, they hadn't invented them yet. 7 minutes in, I don't think. Okay, this inhibitor is going to go down. T1 with absolutely everything. They are an elder away from Exodia here, as Faker is just pushing on the bottom side. Man, I love thumbs up, as his Naba was wearing down, so you may as well press the R button. There's something to do. Carrier is going to get slowed down by the zap. Gumushi is terrifying, as you can see. Shield bow, as well as all of the items that he could want. Elixir of Wrath just used. Means business. There's now Harm Life looking to try and hold on to their bottom inhibitor turret. Ever so difficult as the amount of poke that comes through here. Faker, I mean, Dudu is the tankiest member of the team. I mean, he doesn't exactly have tank items, but like, yeah, Faker is just huge.
He built Hex Trigger first.
Yeah.
He just doesn't care. He got a whole turret worth of plates. Look, he has 0 kills. He's just sitting on 3 assists, but he has killed a lot of minions. He has killed a lot of them. He is almost Flame Horizon Karas.
And turrets, and he like guaranteed Barons and Drakes and all sorts of things here as Vis is going to dive forward. They managed to get the snare down, but the Fate's Call comes on in. The tower is going to be taken down, and now Gumayusi is looking to take the Lee Sin. He gets devoured, gets a huge shield, but you can see, look at how many sticks are in the members of HANWHA. He pulls them out. Oh my god, the damage. As Johnny, yeah, he's going to go down. It's Faker that's cleaning up as Gumayusi is hopping on through, and this game is done and dusted. It took an extraordinarily long time, but T1 will close out the series 2-1.
Great performances from the top side of the map here once again.